Yo. What's up, everyone? I'm by myself, I guess. Yo. Yo, what up? Brad, Joe Deals, Otts, High Plains Flipper, Absolute Fines, Sentimental Connection. What's going on? Ooh. I've had a busy week. Or like last week was really busy for me. It was crazy. It was nuts. So, I'm back. But where's everyone else? What up? Let's see. Boom. All right. Let's get some work started. What's up, Kat? What's up, chat? I'm just gonna look. I'm by myself. I'm just gonna share screen. Let's see. Hold on. That was interesting. Yo, Tim, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Just dropped Josie off at the train station.
Oh, fun stuff.
Ace. And Ace is like, wants to play.
Is he feeling better?
Yeah, he's doing better.
Good.
He's back on a regular diet now. He's drinking water, pooping and peeing like a normal dog.
Good.
But, okay, question for you and for everybody in the chat. Have you ever seen Zoobly? The TV show from back in the day in the 80s?
Wait. Hold on. What's it called?
Zoobly.
Zoobly. Was that on Nickelodeon?
No, it was on PBS.
Let's see. Zoobly.
What's up, James? How are you, bud?
Brad, yeah, no. So it's called Zoobly Zoo.
Zoobly Zoo, excuse me.
Zoobly Zoo. Yes. I am familiar with Zoobly Zoo.
Okay. Anybody else in the chat? Listen, I just woke up. I woke up like 2 hours ago, but I had to make Josie a latte, take the dog out, take Josie to the train station. I started editing a video. So yeah, I'm a little tired. But yes, Zoobly Zoo.
Okay, hold on. I'm loading up the Zoobly Zoo theme song. Right, hold on. Let's get it. Let me. Here we go.
Yesterday I was on the reseller draft and I had to pick. It was best big cats. So I picked one of the cats from Zoobly Zoo, and everybody thought it was a crazy pick.
All right, let's see. Let's take a look at the theme song.
Everyone up, everyone in.
I picked that guy right there.
For the fun to begin. Come along with us to Zoobly Zoo, Zoobly Zoo. Magic and wonder are waiting for you. It's as close as a dream and as bright as the brightest blue. Welcome to Zoobly Zoo. Let's introduce the Zoomals to you. I'm Mayor Ben. I'm here to lend a helping hand. I'm Bill the Beaver. I am the things on command. There's daring and adventure when lookout comes to call.
And a kangaroo named Wonder who puts music
This is who I picked. Vendoo Lion.
And you will shout bravo once the show has begun.
Everyone, spread the news. There'll be so much to see and do. Just think on the do.
When you're in Zubilee, 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 Zubilee.
This song goes on forever, bro.
Wonder are waiting for you. So come on with us now and discover the wonder of you. Welcome to Zubilee Zoo.
All right, wake up, guys. Now we're pumped, bro. Listen,
Yes.
you should be playing that at like 110% every morning just to get you pumped up. But yeah, I agree with Kristen. Cats before they made it to Broadway, or a lot of furry action going on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're gonna check and see where we are, where we're standing right now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Doing it wrong. Who says furries are a new thing? They were a part of our childhood. Exactly.
We're sitting in the lead, but barely. We have 42% of the votes right now. You want to see what other cats I picked?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go. I hate when they do that. Okay, I need to make this. I gotta do it like full screen. Ace, what are you doing?
I know it's early for my brother, but I know my brother remembers Zubilee Zoo.
Stay there. No. Go back.
Right, Diane?
All right. I wish I had watched that last night. Please tell me how you showed everyone. The cats like to do this. Okay, here Cat Swift said the cats are going to be in their head all day. Okay, so here is who I picked. Can you guys see that? Good. Let's make it big. I can't make it big. Where'd it go? Yeah, what a life. Okay, so make sure you guys go vote for me, okay? So my first round pick, so the first pick of the draft was Tigger, which I thought was like basic, right? Like everybody's going to pick Tigger. And Tony the Tiger was number 2. Of course, everybody's going to pick him. I went Shere Khan with my first pick in the draft, number 3 overall. Pretty good pick, right? Cernak?
Yeah. I have some issues with this.
With what?
No one picked something I would have picked.
Who?
Yo, Thundercats.
I know they were both of the Thundercats were on my list. I had Lion-O and Tigra on my list. So things kind of went crazy because I went outside the box. I picked Tiger Woods. And not a lot of people were happy about that pick. And then I backed that up with Zubilee Zoo with my guy, Vendoo Lion. And that's when it just went completely off the rails for me. But then I came back strong with Mike Tyson's Tiger in The Hangover and Leo, the MGM Lion, in my final pick. So I think I did pretty good in comparison to everybody else, no? What do you think? Where am I at?
Let's see. B was strong at the beginning, and then they fell off.
Yeah.
But D is strong. D is very strong.
They're my closest competitor right now.
Yeah. But wait a minute.
Let me ask you this: do you know who this guy is? The last lion in the first row, the last big cat in the first row. You know who that is? Apparently, there's a lion in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Nah.
He like guards the land of the misfit toys or something.
Okay, that makes sense, but
I've seen that a million times. I never remember seeing a lion in it.
now I'm confused though.
Why?
Between D and E, they use the Lion King over again.
No, one of them is Simba grown up, and then the other one is Mustafa.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Chester in there. I mean, that's a big Chester and Pink Panther, and the Narnia. I mean, that's.
Well, no, Pink Panther's up here. This is somebody else.
I mean, not Pink Panther. What's that guy's name?
Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah. Forget that guy's name. I wouldn't do well at these because I forget things' names.
Well, I mean, you prepare.
Huh.
I tried to think outside the box. But yeah, make sure you guys go over to Nashville Flippers and vote for me. Vote C. Right now, I'm currently in the lead at 42%. Joe Exotic was on my list too, but the way that things went after I picked Tiger Woods, I didn't think that it was going to be a very good pick for the crowd.
Well, the thing is, there also was a no one was really putting in like any anime cats.
No.
You know, like
they had to be big cats, though.
Oh, it was big cats?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Cody, we talked about this a little bit on our last episode towards the end of it, but this is the thing. I think that I spent 5-10 minutes, Kat, preparing. Chester the Cheetah was on there. I think that well, I don't use calculated shipping. 99% of the time, I don't use calculated shipping. I use flat rate shipping. So the big thing is it what happens is, as far from what I know, okay, they're only, if you use calculated shipping, they're not going to see the calculated shipping until after you print the label, the price difference. And then at that point, they're going to refund them the difference, as far as I know. But yeah.
Huh.
It's weird. I mean, all those people who are just all it is doing basically is now you can't make any money if you were making money on calculated shipping. But now this is the question. This is the big question, which I didn't even think about till just now. Yes, if you use calculated shipping, you need to opt out of this. It'll only do this if you don't opt out. So you have to make sure you opt out. I think it's by May 15th or something like that. But the other thing is that, so if they're going to do this, what happens if the calculated shipping is more than what it's calculated for? Does it charge the buyer more? We didn't even think about that, did we? So let's say the buyer checks out and the calculated shipping is $12.50. What happens if if it costs you $15.50? Does it charge the buyer an extra $3? Or does it stay the same? You just gotta eat it and they pay the $12.50. That's a very good question right there. But yeah, as long as if you want to continue using calculated shipping, just opt out of the new feature and you'll be fine. Hopefully that helped answer some questions for you, Colby. How did you read it, Kat? What's up, Brandon? Brandon was sending some information too about some changes in one of our group chats. That's an interesting way of doing it, High Plains Flipper. They said they use calculated shipping and offer a full discount, but I add $1 to $2 handling on each package.
Huh.
No, don't do that. Whatever you do, do not do that. Just save yourself a headache as a reseller on eBay and go free shipping? Nope. Don't do it. It's more of a headache because then you got to do all that extra math. And then when you're sending offers, you're like, then you got to rethink about it when you're sending an offer about, you know, how much do I have to check in and check out? Yeah. I'm sure Dave did. I didn't watch it, though. I'm curious. I've always liked to hear what other people say. Whatever you do, just don't watch Rockstar Flipper's take on it. It's bad like all of his other takes.
What was his take on it?
He was just so... He tried to make it seem to people that, like, it's going to show up when people are searching the items. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how does that make sense? Because they don't know what the discounted is going to be before you print the label. So how can they see it when they're searching the items? Makes no sense. Yeah, but this is the thing. I don't want to pass my discount on to the buyer. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? I'm already using flat rate shipping. So a lot of times people get discounts, a lot of people don't. So for me, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put in so much work and effort into packing, and I use high quality materials. It's not like I have a trash bag next to me and I'm just grabbing stuff out of a trash bag and throwing it into a box with your item. You know what I'm saying? So like, it costs money if you want good shipping. See, that doesn't make no sense to me. I don't understand how they can get a more precise calculation. You put in what if you're using calculated shipping, you put in the dimensions and everything and the weight, right? So like, I don't understand how it can get more precise or less precise. Like, you give them the information. It's not going to change what they seen before and what they see when this change happens. It's not going to make a difference. I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you don't, all you have to do is opt out. Like, it's people want to make it into like this big deal. Nothing changes. If you opt out, everything's the same. And then people are worried that, oh, well, their listings aren't going to get the same views because other people opted in. That's bogus because nothing's going to change on what they see already. And this is it too. I only use calculated shipping if I know something's going to cost more than $25 to ship. That's it. I do standard shipping. I just use Terapeak to get an idea of the shipping costs were regularly on the items I have sold, and you use it as a baseline to set my shipping price. Is that like, you mean flat rate shipping? I don't do calculated, but I saw some crazy high shipping prices for kitchen towels I was searching for last night as a buyer. Exactly. That's why you don't do calculated and you do flat rate. Shout out to kitchen towels, Diane Matthews. I just sold and shipped a lot of 5 placemats and 5 napkins for $100. It was crazy. Now, see, this is the thing. You can add a handling fee that the buyer will not see. I don't know how that's possible. Because you can't add a fee that a buyer doesn't see. At some point when they check out, they're going to see that unless they're just oblivious, like most shoppers are, they just click buy and they see a total and then that's it. I don't know why they're doing it, because they're giving you the opportunity to opt out, so it doesn't really make a difference that they're doing it, which is weird. Exactly. It's a buffer for supplies, but just opt out of it and you'll be fine. Nothing will change. You don't have to worry about changing policies or anything like that. Oh, for sure. I can only imagine. That's why I got out of calculated shipping, because I was shipping so much stuff to California, and a lot of people, if you do calculated shipping, you're going to get a message from some buyer like, why is it cost this much to ship? And you don't know that because you're not looking at it from that perspective, because you're just doing the calculated shipping. So that's why flat rate shipping is so important. That's a very good point too. Trash Guy Retchy says, if I get more sales and I'm only losing $1 on each, I'm okay with that. Castro says they often aren't seeing the discounted. It can show full cost to cover folks who go to post office. Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's how it should be. Like, if I don't use eBay shipping labels, but like that's a service. The money that you pay to eBay, part of that service that they provide is those shipping label discounts. So why am I going to pay for the buyer to get a discount? That's not how I want to do things. I mean, that would be fantastic if they didn't charge fees on shipping, but that's not going to happen. They're going to continue to make money. There you go, Pinjo. $350 Blanco vase. Blanco is so clutch. Blanco collectors are hardcore. Cernock knows. Cernock and I stopped at an antique mall once. That was on our way back from Virginia, right?
Bro, yeah. That was
that person had a massive Blanco booth. It was all Blanco. It was crazy. There we go. Good morning, Zoobly Zooers. I love it.
It's the Factory Antique Mall in...
I don't think I understand this. It doesn't matter how much or how little you charge for shipping. If something is worth $100 shipped, then that is what it's worth. Doesn't matter if you charge $50 for the item and $50 for the shipping. I have to disagree with that. The problem with that theory is that an item's value should have nothing to do with the cost of shipping. You can't look at an item's value including shipping. That doesn't make any sense. If an item is worth $100 or an item is worth $50, it's not an item is worth $100 shipped. I don't think that makes any sense. How do you opt out of this? There's I don't know. We'll make sure we do something to show everybody how to opt out of it, because I think it's not until like May 15th or something like that.
Yeah. Now, I think people, with flat rate shipping, I do a lot of flat rate shipping because I'm selling the same items over and over and over again.
Yeah.
A trucker hat in a box is 8 ounces, 10 by 8 by 6. You know what I'm saying? $4.99 shipping on that. Ooh.
Yeah, that's an interesting one too here. I don't do a lot of local pickups. I've maybe sold one thing on eBay local pickup. How many items have you sold local pickup on eBay?
Like one.
Yeah, I sold a golf club local pickup.
I had a guy had me change it to local pickup because he was local. It was a couple of items, but they were small items, but they were local to me. So they're like, hey, like, can we just meet somewhere to buy this?
Yeah.
I think it was. Oh, hold on, my back.
I think people used to call it an accountability board. I know that people used to do like they would write their like the amount of stuff that they listed, and then they would write like the dollar amount they listed. I mean, I guess sometimes people might list the profit total, but I think that's they used to call them accountability boards. Yeah. That's another thing too. I mean, who knows? I have 5,000 emails in my email account, so I don't know, but that's interesting too. I know that yeah, Vintage Sport Flips gave that to me. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Vintage Sport Flips. And that's the other thing too, is like, who knows? We're all just like eBay, and what's the name of the game show? What was it called? Squid Games. It's like eBay games, They're just testing us. We're just guinea pigs in the game of e-commerce. Yeah, that's the thing. Not a lot of people, not everybody got the email. I think it was just an email doing it wrong. And then, you know what? Just like everything else, one person gets the email who thinks they're a rock star, and then they make a post about it, and then it spreads like wildfire, and now the world is coming to an end. It's not that bad. Okay. I mean, they had to do something crazy after Macari took away seller fees.
Macari could do a lot of things. I'd still be like, whatever.
I sold a hat. Listen, you know what's crazy? So they were saying that when Macari, they were saying that your old listings don't count towards
your old listings don't count towards it, but here's the thing. Your old listings ain't being seen anyway.
They're not, right? But this is the funny
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
that's the funny thing, Sarnak. I sold a Gatorade hat.
Listen,
that had been listed for a minute. Like, it's been listed for months. And no fee on it. No fee on it.
Yeah, Eric's fine. He's doing some family stuff right now.
I'll make sure to remind him to check on that to check on your message, Kat.
I tweaked my back, dude. I moved and my muscle cramped and I couldn't breathe, bro. I was like,
that's not good. No, this is not right, because the value of the item is $100. Why would you pay $100 plus shipping? Because shipping is a service that requires you to obtain the item that's worth $100. Now, if you found it in a shop, or if you found it at a sale, that's different. You don't have to pay shipping because you're in person. Shipping is a service. You're paying for the service, not for the item. So if something is worth $100, you pay $100 for the item, and then you pay whatever it costs for the shipping. So it's just that's the point I'm trying to make. If a collector looks at it like that, then that's their psyche's all jacked up. That's not how it works. I'm thinking about going to Philly on Saturday. I'm hoping I can find a flea market. I was gonna go to Winchester, but I think the Philly card show looks better.
yeah,
because I don't know what the Winchester show is. I know the Philly
like Winchester,
show,
Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know the Philly show looks like a big show. So I think I'm going to go to Philly and try to hit a flea market on the way. Bro, I found a new flea market, Cernog.
yeah.
So, last week I had to go to my cousin's baby shower in Pennsylvania. And we were supposed to go to the shed, and I fell asleep. I overslept. I've been working so hard that I was just so tired. I never oversleep. I slept through my alarm, bro. I was like, what is going on? So I was panicking because the shed shut down for the next 3 weeks. And now that I'm back going to the shed, it's been important for me because I've been doing the live set. Like, it's been that motion of that burn and turn income has come back, which has been really good for me. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I got to find something to source, And so I was driving. There's a card show in Westminster. I was going to stop by there for 2 hours before I went to the baby shower. So I was like, I found a flea market in Westminster, Maryland, which they have the third Saturday of every month. And it was pretty big. It was a mixture of like dealers and bargains.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy a lot because I didn't have a lot of time to be thorough. But I did get a couple of really good deals. But it was funny. The Golden Tee, because you're a Golden Tee champion. The Golden Tee plug and play, that thing sells for pretty good money. So I saw it in this bucket. But when you're at a flea market or even a yard sale, anything like that, and it's just all video game stuff, that you're about ready. There's not going to be a bargain.
They're going to knock your head off.
Yeah. So, but there was a bucket of just randomness in it. So I saw it in there. So I picked it up and I was like, how much for this? And the kid was like, oh, I got to go ask my mom. And he walks over to his mom at the next booth and she pulls out the phone. I'm like, oh, she's about to comp this. Came back and he was like $25. I mean, it sells for $50, but I'm not about to pay $25 for it.
$25.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a bag of stuff. I don't even know what's in this bag of stuff I got.
Oh, I heard somebody talking about this in our Facebook group, and I wanted to bring it up. I think it was Diane Matthews mentioned this in the Resale Information Network Facebook group. I have not, but she was talking about it. How do we research flea markets? I ask people a lot of times, and then I just go online and look at it. And then sometimes you just have to go, and it's either going to be good or bad. And then you can just mark it off your list. There you go. Leroy just answered it. Yeah, I mean, they are two totally different things for sure. I totally forgot to take the trash out this morning. Oh,
Come on, bro.
yeah, dude, I've been busy, man.
All right, so here I'll tell my story. Or you know what? Let me finish this listing, and then I'm listing today, bro.
You said what?
I'm listing right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk about my adventure.
What adventure?
Last week, not this last weekend, but yeah. It's been crazy.
Oh, look who it is.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Leroy. How we doing?
Good. You know what a lot of people don't realize? That we all have equal power on the show because we don't even have to do a link. You just go to StreamYard and you just jump in.
Hey, see, now we're rocking.
But the crazy thing is, I'm the only one that pays for StreamYard.
I pay for StreamYard.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
I don't.
it's a good tax write-off.
What do you have, the $30 one, the $35 one?
No, I pay for the big one because I use it for authentic in the beard. No packing slips.
No, but
Talking about the email that is about eBay, about having to opt in or opt out of the eBay's new calculated shipping policy, where they're going to give the buyer a discount if there's a difference in the calculated shipping when you print your label to when they buy. And also, wouldn't it only count if you're buying your label from eBay? What if you buy your label from Pirate Ship? How the hell are they going to know how much you paid for it? Where's the best place to get boxes? If you have a Granger in your area, they have been clutch for me. Like, I can get 25 boxes for like $9, 25 of one size, 25 boxes for like $10, $25, 25 boxes for like $14. Like, because you don't have to pay shipping. You can just pick it up. I found that Granger has been clutch for me.
Who pays for boxes? You guys pay for boxes?
I mean, I have to buy 4 certain size boxes. 8x6, 8x8x8s, 10x8x6s, and 8x6x4s. And I keep
No wonder why my accountant keeps yelling at me and telling me my shipping costs are too low.
Shipper Vintage? No, I don't. I don't put packing slips in there.
No, I don't either. I do if they ask for it. If somebody asks for one, I'll do it. Or if they send me a message saying, please do not put any thank yous or any packing slips in this package, I make sure I always put one in for them. If I think it's a drop shipper.
I get what you're saying now. They're going to show them what the eBay cost of the label would be for the seller. If they were to buy their label directly from eBay, they're going to show them that price. Now I get it. Now I get it.
I hope not.
Well, yeah, you just got to opt out, Leroy. You'll be fine.
Because I make a whole 10 cents a package. I mean, I wouldn't want to miss that.
Hats, 8x8x8s or 10x8x6s is what I use. Cernock?
Yeah, 10x8x6 usually.
Polymail. For hats, right?
I just sold a typewriter for $65 shipping at one stage. The way they charge the customer $70, and I know my dimensions are good. When I print the label, I'll tell you how much the difference was. But that overpriced shipping costs and sales, so I think you're right. Flat rate shipping might be a little bit. Flat rate shipping is the best way to go. Unless your item is extremely large, then you just calculate it.
I've been using branded manage.
I forgot to answer this for you. Oh, cereal box for hats. Jesus Christ. I forgot to answer this for you, Amanda, and I apologize. I've been so busy lately. I promise you all, as soon as I get organized, I'm going to be better at answering social media messages. I suck at it, and I apologize. You're the one that sent me the picture of the vintage baseball cards, right? So you're either going to go with two companies, in my opinion, PSA or SGC. Personally, I prefer SGC for vintage cards. I think they look better in the slabs. I think that if you look at the highest selling cards of all time were graded in SGC and not PSA. But generally, PSA will get you more money than SGC if your friend is planning on flipping these cards. Then if there's somebody that you trust, it might be good to go with a group submission sort of situation. I know that if Brandon's still in here, 540 Flips, he does SGC submissions. So if you want to reach out to him, he might be able to, really help you. Just because it can be a little bit difficult for somebody doing it by themselves the first time. Like there's a lot of very detailed things you have to do when you submit them, but it will cost you money for each card. So then you have to know what the value of the card is and all this stuff. So it can be a bit brain wrecking. So Pirate Ship is a free service that you can use to buy. It's a third-party service to buy shipping labels from. And you get a discounted rate similar to eBay. That's what Pirate Ship is. And it's free. Send me the opt-out button.
Right?
And I think, Brad, I'm hoping this is the way that it is, Brad, is that it's already an option within shipping preferences. I just think that it's going to be the default unless you opt out. Jimmy, you see Jimmy? Jimmy set up at a vintage festival at Ohio State University.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jimmy, dude. Stepping out the box, man. I love to see that, dude. I was so excited for him because I was watching his story. He looked so happy. He was enjoying it. He was interacting with the college kids. I was like, Jimmy is the man. Make sure you guys are following Old School Flips and make sure you guys are following Reseller Leftovers podcast. I'm sure they're going to be talking about it when they record. There you go, right there. Good morning, Simply Shenanigans. Yes, the Pirate International Shipping Program is fantastic also.
Can I give somebody a reverse bolo?
Sure. What we got?
Please don't buy screwdrivers. Don't buy screwdrivers. Unless it's a Snap-on or a Craftsman. Don't buy buckets of screwdrivers. Please don't buy buckets of screwdrivers. And if you would like to buy buckets of screwdrivers, please come to my eBay store. I probably have 75 lots of them.
That sounds fun.
There you go. This is it.
Yeah.
Jimmy said, my mind felt 22 again at the pop-up. My knees felt 48. Cernock knows.
Yep.
So I didn't. How did they go? You were going to explain.
Okay.
And then we got.
Well, I'm on another listing. Hold on.
Okay. When you finish that listing, tell the people. Leroy, guess what I sold yesterday?
A screwdriver.
No. Hardware though. Sold some hardware.
Was it the piece that you got with?
It was one of those pieces. Yeah.
online,
From that buy, I only have like a few things left. I sold almost all those tools and
cool.
and hardware.
So I was looking at a YouTube video last night. It came up on my feed. It was somebody I don't know who it is. And he was like, he had tools in his title, and he was like, he was the tool master, and I was so happy for him. Not. So I if I see him, I always send messages. I'm like, oh wow, nice channel, great job, because you know they're gonna look me up. No, a tote full of wrenches is different. Because I feel like a tote full of wrenches, you can separate them by China, American, and Craftsman, and all that stuff. And you got different sizes. When you deal with screwdrivers, you have a Phillips head, a flat head, a big Phillips head, a little Phillips head, and a bunch of junk. So I would definitely go for the box of wrenches or sockets over the box of screwdrivers.
Yes. All right. Let's do this. Oh, and I'm gonna tell my story in a second.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny though. I have hundreds of giant yeah, just like anything that's USA, put them aside, and any of them that's metric, and just make lots of metric. Don't even clean them. Just put a lot of metric. Don't type a lot of metric. Make lots that are metric or standard or USA. The USA ones are always going to sell. Any of your protos, I think it's like International is one of the names. Billings is another name. I'm bad with names. Pronouncing them. I know what they are. I just can't pronounce them.
All right. Almost finished. All right. So check it out. So not Sunday, like last Sunday, but the week before Sunday. So I planned on going to West Virginia Vintage Fest. All right. So the lady contacted me. I got to do all the bags and everything that we showed and everything. I did a bunch of cool shirts and pressed a whole bunch of stuff. So packed up the car on Saturday. Now, my son didn't go with me because I told him he needed to have his grades up to go. And he's like me. He likes to procrastinate. So he did not have his grades up, so he was not going with me. So I loaded up the car and got some good rest. And I was like, yo, I'm going to head out early in the morning. I'm gonna head out like 7:30 get there at like 9:30, 10 o'clock to set up, be fine, be perfect. So I woke up. All I had to do was get in the truck and go. So I got in the truck and I'm going, moseying on down. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a good trip. I'm excited, you know. And I get outside of Cumberland, Maryland, and there's like an incline you gotta go up. So I'm going on this incline, and all of a sudden, something gets stuck with my engine. My RPMs go from 3,000 to 5,000 RPMs and just stays there. I take my foot off the gas. It's still. I check. No, I don't have cruise control or anything. As I get over the hill, I hear my engine start just going. I'm like, oh no! So I pull off the side. I pull off the side of the road. It looks like my like I pop the hood. It looks like my radiator is about to explode. All right, I'm like, and then my water pump was like just gurgling. I mean, I'm talking about like this is with the car off. It was like, I'm like, oh my god, coolant is leaking everywhere. You could see it like underneath, like coolant is just like leaking everywhere. I'm like, what the heck? I look at the coolant. Like I checked everything. I checked the oil, coolant, everything. You know, just if I go on a long trip, I want to be prepared. So just coolant's dumping out. I'm just like, oh my goodness, and that dreaded sound of a thrown rod, where it's like your engine's like, I'm like, oh no. So I'm trying to start it while it's hot, and it's not doing anything. So I'm letting it sit. I call a few people. No one's answering. I'm like, yo, nobody is.
I was telling Josie, I was like, man, like it's gonna take me like 2.5 hours to get there. There's no way it's gonna that's why I was like, just keep me posted, let me know, because I gotta go out there. I gotta go out there now.
It was a 2009 GMC Envoy. So I call my boy Jeremy. I'm like, Jeremy, where are you at? He's like, I'm already in Morgantown. I'm like, oh no. So I tell him what's going on. He's like, oh man, that's bad. He goes, well, there's another guy, Loudon Vintage. He's on his way. He's at a Harper's Ferry. He's coming behind you. So he calls him, and we join calls and everything like that. And he says, yeah, I think I'm about 20 minutes from you. So he pulls up. We're looking at it, all that stuff. I said, hey, I've been trying to start it, but my battery is a little weak. That's the only thing. My battery has been a little weak on it. So I said, hey, can you, see if we can jump start it, just to get it somewhere. So I jump started it, and it's running, but it's running bad. So I'm like, yo, I need to find somewhere I can get it off the highway, maybe a U-Haul spot. So I find a U-Haul spot. I'm trying to call them. They say they're open on Sunday. I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to call them, nothing. So I'm like, yo, let's just drive. Let's just see if we can drive there. So I'm just like, I'm literally doing like probably 40 on the highway, like, and then I get off and it's just like, I'm like, oh, this thing's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. So I'm like, I'm trying to get to the spot. I ran a few red lights because there's like nobody coming. I'm like, I can't stop and let it die right here. So I'm like, I'm sorry guys, so I kept going. I finally get to the spot. I pull over by the gas pumps, but like I'm on the outside of it, and the thing just goes. I'm like, no. I try to start it. Nothing, bro. It's locked. The engine locked up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So basically, make a long story short, I'm at the U-Haul spot. I'm like, I run in there. I'm like, yo, you got any U-Hauls? He goes, yeah, I only got a few left. and they only had like the big trucks. He's like, I only got a 20-foot truck. I'm like,
Yo, when Serdog sent me a picture, he's like, moved into the shade, everything wholesale. And because before he was like, he told me he got a U-Haul. So I'm thinking he got like a van or something, you know. I said, Serdog, that's a big ass U-Haul.
Yeah,
he says the only one they had, it was a 20-foot. I mean, that thing looked like a 16-wheeler, bro.
yeah, it was huge. Okay, so I throw all my stuff in there. So I tell him I'm going to Morgantown, but I'm probably gonna return it in Martinsburg. So he's like, oh yeah, he's like clicking the, you know. So I'm like, all right, there's two things. One, I could just go back home and start dealing with this. Or two, I could go to Morgantown and vend and make some money.
You go and make the money.
I went.
It wasn't even a question in your mind in reality.
Well, it was one of those. I was just.
I know you. You were like, man. You were probably so pissed off. You were just like, man, I'm done with this. But then that gangster clicked in your mind, and you were like, I gotta go through. I cannot not go through with this.
Yeah, because I'm already halfway there. I have the U-Haul. Let's just go. Let's just get there and go. So I got there. Now here's the thing. What I was told, they were saying like people already started showing up like 10:30, 11 o'clock. It was supposed to open at noon. Well, I get there like 12:15. It takes me a while to set up. You know, Leroy, you got to like, you know, I've got clothing racks, I got tables, all this stuff. So yeah. Behold Resale. Yeah, it was in Morgantown. Yeah. On the 14th, I believe. Yeah, the 14th. So I'm just like throwing all my stuff out, you know, just trying to get it set up as fast as I can. So it's already like 12:45, almost 1 o'clock. So I've already burnt like 2 hours of selling time. So I just kind of like, I went on a just like, hey, I got cheap stuff. Let's get rid of it. So I did a little panic selling. Now looking at it back, maybe I shouldn't have gone so panicky, but I was like, I just need to start just getting rid of this stuff. So I did well. I made about $800. I know I could have done a lot more, but I was just basically like letting people name their own price. I was like, give me a reasonable, non-offensive offer, and I'll probably take it. Okay, because here's in the back of my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to take this all the way back to Martinsburg, which is gonna be insane in mileage. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Death Father, there is no short story. So I'm like selling my stuff. So probably around, so the event ends at like 6 o'clock. So around like 5:30, like Jeremy comes over. He's West Virginia Vintage, and he comes over and says, "Hey, how are you getting back home?" And I was like, I just got a text message from U-Haul saying drop it off in Morgantown. So they must have messed something up. Instead of Martinsburg, they put Morgantown. Even though I was going to Morgantown and driving it back to Martinsburg, they put the drop-off spot at Morgantown. So I'm like thinking, well, this is going to save on like mileage and all that stuff. So so he said, well, hey, I could probably give you a ride home. Here's the problem. None of your stuff is going to fit in the vehicle.
No.
Like, because he had all his racks, all his clothes, and his girlfriend's stuff. He had all that stuff too. So I'm like, listen, whatever it takes, let's do it. So I was under the impression like, yo, get rid of this stuff. So I went to every vendor there. I said, you see my booth over there? Go grab 5 free t-shirts or 5 free items. All right. So I was just like literally at the end just giving stuff away. Like that last like 30 minutes. And then this one dude, he was like brand new, and his parents were helping him out. And I said, hey bro, you need any racks or tables? He goes, yeah. I'm like, here, just take them. So I just literally gave all my stuff. Literally what was like I had was a trash bag like this. Like of stuff like out of the car and some like, you know, and literally Jeremy packed it like as good as he could. I had like this much room in the back of the truck, just like All right, let's go. So we're driving. So we stopped and got something to eat. We're driving home. Dude, we hit Hancock, Maryland. All of a sudden, we get off the exit because we're going to Berkeley Springs. Jeremy's truck's water pump starts acting up. Like, I'm like, oh my. I'm like, you got to stop the vehicle. Stop the vehicle right now. Don't move it because it started like ticking, like. So I was like, oh. So we had to call his brother. His brother had to come pick us up, and then drive me home. Dude, so we should have gotten home around 9:30. Dude, I didn't get home until 1 a.m.
Oh my God.
So we all made a pact, like me, Jeremy, and Luca, the Loudon Vintage. We said, listen, we are not taking our vehicles next time. Basically, I said, listen, you come, you're in Harper's Ferry. I'm in Martinsburg. We all drive to Berkeley Springs with our stuff, and we get a U-Haul there, take it all there, set it all up, and then come back, and then like divided by 3 ways, it totally works then. So that's the story. But that's just the start of it. I get home, I ain't got no car, no nothing. So I'm like,
No stuff. He has no stuff, no car, no nothing.
Yeah. So like Monday and Tuesday was like, I gotta get. That's why I wasn't here on Tuesday, because I was like, I gotta get on the ball. I gotta get some kind of. So I ended up calling his place in, which reminds me, I gotta hit them up. I this tow truck place in Cumberland, Maryland. I said, listen, y'all do salvage. Can you just go pick up a vehicle? I'll send you a title. You give me some money for it, and you can have it. He's like, yeah, we do that. I'm like, great. Here's the car. So then I had to go get the title. I couldn't find the title for the car. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm tearing stuff up everywhere, looking everywhere I thought it was going to be. Not there. So I'm like, well, how about we just go to the DMV? All right. So here's the lucky thing. I am very close to the DMV. So I literally like walked there in 20 minutes. Okay. So got to the DMV, got my title, sent that out, yada, yada. So I'm looking for cars. So blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, Facebook Marketplace, I just need a cheap car. I found a few things. I go look at it. I finally found this one that I'm like, yo, this is crazy, but I'm gonna do it. Because all right, so I pull up and it's this older couple. Okay, now with older couples, they take care of their vehicles, and this dude was ex-army too, so he was like, but they were like in their 70s. And when he showed me the vehicle, I'm like, yo. Close. Remember that, Doyle? Close.
Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious.
So I'm like looking at him like, yo, this dude took crazy, insane like condition of this vehicle. It's a 2003. I'm like, and the price was like really, really good. So I was like, well, I gotta go look at a few more vehicles. So I looked at this one Malibu. It was terrible. All right, it was terrible. I was like, I seeing the condition, it was like a pity test drive, basically. Like, oh yeah, let me go take it around. And I'm like thinking, like, hell no way. All right.
But I like when. I'm sorry, I gotta cut you off for 1 second. I love when you're going to buy a car and they're trying to tell you, oh well, it only needs this. It's not that, it will get you for, so like you're laughing.
Yeah. So that reminds me of so I went to go see the van. Well, I saw this other car and I was like, yo, this is probably what I'm going to get. But I was like, I already had something set up to go see a van. So I went to go see the van and that's what started happening. Like, I was like, all right, cool. I was like, this is kind of big for, like a little too much, but it could work because it's a van. It's like a minivan. But then the guy started going, well, on the driver's side panel, some of the buttons are kind of like this and that, and then some of this, and then some of this, and then some of this, and then it was all little bitty things. But I'm like, yo, add all that stuff up, and one thing failed, like one of the motors in the opening doors fails. It was a lot of it was like too. Now listen, I'll buy a car if it's like very like new, like new or like used, like barely used, that has like all the electronic gizmos and gadgets and stuff. I'll do that. But with the older piece like this, I'm like, yo, that's just so much money waiting to fail that I'm gonna have to put a lot of money into this. So I'm like, I don't know. So I texted back the other guy, I said, yo, I'll take the car. I'll come in the morning to get it, cash in hand, yada yada. So he did, went to go get the car. I was all excited. He said, hey, since you don't have tags, I'll just follow you home. So he followed me home, took his plate off, and rode off into the sunset. Okay? So
what year is the Volkswagen bus?
No, it's not a Volkswagen bus. I am a proud owner. Now I got a great deal of it. I'm a proud owner of a 2003 Pearl Gold limited edition PT Cruiser.
Would I ever see
Let's
that
see
picture?
if we can.
So
Let's see
bad.
if we can get this. Yeah. So PT Cruiser. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. I knew I took some pictures of it. So we're gonna show off the PT Cruiser. Let's see if I can do it from here. Let's see. Present. No, that was the Malibu. I pity test drove the Malibu. The PT Cruiser was mint. It's crazy. Photos. There we go. Photos. Share. All right, there's the PT Cruiser. Yeah, I've done the auto auction before. The only problem with the auto auction is you really don't get to like test drive, or like the ones I've been to, you don't get to really test drive it. So you kind of have to go, well, it starts. Let's see. Boom. Look at all that trunk space. Listen, I'll tell you this. I was really excited. This is what sold it for me. I was really excited because yes, it is the perfect reselling machine. I'll tell you why. I know, right? Some black flames on it. So the thing is, you can lower the seats down. You can take the back seats out. It's like a little van almost. So, like I said, really clean, really, Now here's the thing. Yes, the leather is a little banged up, but everything else is superb. Back seat right there. See, that's how the back seats like lay down. And then you can store stuff like this little shelf back here. You can lower it, and then you can, if you don't want to take the seats out, you can lower down the seats, and you can have all that room to lay stuff on. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. It's very clean. And let's see. Did it get mission tested? Guess what? That's where I'm at right there. Because I got plates. Now here was the problem. Here was the problem with the plates. So I go down on Thursday. So I pick it up on Thursday. I'm all excited. I'm like, yeah, here we go. Here we go. I'm all excited. So I'm like, all I gotta do is go to the DMV and get a plate. So I'm like, I'm very close to the DMV. Why don't I just take the car over there with no plates? Because it's literally I pull out of my my area, and then the next red light is the DMV right there. So you can just go and then just pull off and whatever. So I did that, and I get to the DMV. I'm like, there's no car. Like, there's literally like 3 cars in the parking lot. I'm like, jackpot! Heck yeah! It's like probably like 11:30. I'm like, oh, this is the perfect time to go. So I roll in there. I roll in the DMV. All like, all right, I got the title, the bill of sale. I got all this stuff that I need. Roll up in there, and I said, all right, I'm here to register my vehicle. And he goes, oh, that's great. He goes, just to let you know, the entire West Virginia DMV system mainframe is down. Like,
this sounds like my life.
Not just Martinsburg, the entire state. You couldn't do anything online. You couldn't do anything in the kiosk. You couldn't do anything. So I'm just like some people are saying, like, I'm cursed. I'm like, yo, I am so cursed. I'm like, what? So I was bummed out because I was all excited because, Thatcher had a baseball game that evening. I was all ready, and I was like, nope, one more day of sitting home. Well, yesterday or Friday, I went to the DMV early in the morning. Drove there again, got the plate, put it on there, and went straight to the mission. I'm like, we got to do some test driving. Now, here's the thing. Older vehicle, I understand. It's got some mileage on it. I understand. A lot of preventive maintenance went into that, and parts have been, changed out. And the guy really took care of it. Okay, so I'm confident in it. And another thing, listen, the thing doesn't drive fast. But here's the thing. It's great on gas mileage.
So are we going to Virginia in that thing or what?
I don't know yet. I filled it up with gas on I filled it up with gas on Friday. I've been driving it around all weekend, going back and forth, this and that, doing this and that. And I'm literally like past half a tank.
Right,
so
just keep me posted so that I can make arrangements for
for sure.
With Dusty in the car. I'm asking
Cernak in the chat. Now Cernak showed his car. And I don't know if most of you guys know my second vehicle. So when I went to go buy my second vehicle, it was my first vehicle. Now my second vehicle is a big truck. And when I went to go buy my first vehicle, I was a construction worker, and I told them my van had similar to the Cernak. My truck broke down on the way to work. I had to take a couple days out of work, and I show up in this thing, and everybody started laughing at me until they realized, like Cernak said, I'm going to share it right now. Where am I? I lost the screen. Okay.
The stage.
Yeah. So, so that red one. So that's my van. That's my little red van.
Dude, the little Ford Transits, I love those, bro. That's what I want. I wanted to get one of those.
Do you know I could get $8,000 for that right now? People offer me money for that every day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every day. It's red. It's blood red. I said it's the Bloodmobile. But that little van, when I pulled up to the construction site, so like they picked on me for months. They were like, oh, look at the kidnapper. Oh, the ice cream man is here. But that little thing is, she's still running. She has 135,000 miles on her. She needs work, but she looks good. And it's a 4-cylinder. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't give it up for the world. I wish I could get it back, but somebody else is driving it.
I'm telling you, like the PT has a little 4-cylinder in it. Listen, it ain't fast,
No.
but it gets you going. You know, it gets you going, and I don't know. I think as you get older, you're like, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, Joe, my big van is real good on gas too. It's about 8 miles per gallon.
I'll tell you what, the kids love it. The kids love the PT Cruiser. they you know they don't yeah they don't they're like, hey, it's dope. So, like I said, you know, it's it is what it is. It's
And I think Eric's getting a new vehicle as well.
cold spinners. Oh, I was looking at all the man, people have modded out these PT Cruisers, like dropped it down, added the huge fenders and stuff like that, or like jacked it up, and all I needed is point A to point B.
That's it.
And I can haul some stuff in it, you know.
Hey, Trading Post, I need you to message me because you guys need to come pick up some stuff.
Yeah, Kat. You can put in a lot of stuff in it. It like I said, the trunk area, like especially, you know, like say I don't have the kids, take those back seats out, and it's all you're loading stuff in. Load her up. Oh.
Man, I took a bunch of pictures of stuff, and I've been doing like, because you know I've been so busy with everything. I've been doing like doing 5 listings in the morning, and 5 listings in the middle of the day, and then 5 listings at night. And I've been doing it like consistently now. Because I want to try and have a bunch of stuff drafted so I can list some things when we're on the road.
I like that. That's pretty cool, Kelly. I gotta check something. I normally don't use Facebook Marketplace, but I have this item that I'm not shipping. I can't ship it, but let me see.
Is it a pasta machine?
A pasta machine? No. Okay, I can renew it in 1 day. Okay, cool. Here, I'll show it.
Hello, Miss Rose. We got 61 folks in the building. Well, just
I know we're
9,
crushing.
but we're at 61 there for a second.
That's because I wasn't here.
No, literally a second ago when I said 61, it said we had 61. Now we're down to 58. I should have never said anything. I cursed it.
All right. So here's my thing. Now I get deals at my honey hole. So I see this cart full of stuff come in, and the main lady Tina at the door, like because she was like around the door area, she saw this like cart with all this stuff hanging out of it come in. She's like, stop, you're not bringing that, like you're not bringing that all the way down over here. Blah, blah. She's like, she looks over at me. She says, Chris, come here. She's like, do you know what this is? And I'm like, oh, it looks kind of like a pitching machine. She's like, listen, I don't know if it works. I don't know this. I don't want to plug it in. I don't want to set it up. I don't want to test it. I don't want to do anything with this. It's big. It's bulky. People can be tripping over this. She's like, she's like, if you take this out in the cart, go put it in your car right now for $5. She's like, $5 to save me a headache of trying to put this all together. So we got a pitching machine. Now look, I even tested it.
A pitching machine?
Pitching machine with a feeder and everything. Watch. So you feed the balls in there, see the thing spinning. You turn this on, and it starts.
Is it
feeding.
baseball or softball?
That both. It does both. These are softballs.
Oh, Cernak, I hope you didn't put it on crazy.
Oh.
You're catching that without. Oh, see, listen,
I had a
I would
glove. I
have
had a
set that
glove.
bad boy up, and I would have started pulled out my bat, and I'd have been,
So you feed the balls into here,
yeah.
okay, and then this little wheel like spins like real slow, so it sends out the balls at like every 6 seconds, and then down here you've got a little rotating wheel that spits it out. And so,
Oh my God, that thing's huge.
yeah, it's that's how big it is. So they didn't want to set it all up and have that in the middle of everywhere. So check it out. When I got home with it though, it didn't have the legs. It was missing the legs. I was like, oh crap. All right. So it didn't have the legs. So then the next day when I went back there, they're like, oh, Chris, some more stuff came in for that pitching machine. You want it? I'm like, yeah. So it was the legs, and then
The long leg is so that you can set up a screen on it. That's why that leg is longer.
well, hold on. Now here's the thing. I will say this: one of the legs broke because I didn't have it tightened. I didn't have like this gear right here tightened all the way, and I had it set up. But here's the thing: it works in any kind of configuration you want. You know what I'm saying? You can have like the big ones, the small ones. What happened was this gear right here wasn't tightened, and then when I shot it, this whole thing like went back and snapped the leg. So I have half a snapped leg. But it's besides the point. But here's the thing. So I got bags full of balls. So these are the hard ones. These are the soft ones. This is for the softball. This is for the baseball. So you can put it different ways. This right here, battery backup for it. So instead of plugging it in, this right here on the Jug site is $400 by itself. Okay. And there's the broken blue one. But yeah, I've got bags for everything, like storage bags, the manual, everything. And then y'all can see me one more time. So I had to turn. So I had the wheel spinning, but I had to turn on there's two things you have to turn on. That and then the thing that the feeder, what it's called, and then just pops it right out. Pop it right out. So
there you go, Cernak. Should ask Kevin if he wants it for Turner. What do you have it listed for? $1,000.
$1,000, yeah.
Holy Nikes.
Oh, I could do that. I could do that.
Here you go.
Well, here's the problem. Like my son's in baseball, and I feel bad about not using it for that. But I would like to sell it though. I would like to sell this.
Understood.
So, that's that. So much fun, right, guys?
Oh yeah. Leroy, you're muted.
I was yelled at by Molly. I have a couple people that yell at me from day to day now. So yes, Molly, I understand. I'm sorry. I still want to know why my name is not in the concrete.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I've already had some. It's funny. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The thing about it is I've had 2 people inquire about it, but they're in Ohio. So they're like 4 to 5 hours out of the way. So it's kind of like, yeah, exactly, Doyle. I need to stay in town. I need to stop leaving.
Well, don't put that juju on us before we go to Virginia. Okay.
Right.
Let me tell you something. When you have an older vehicle, and I have one of those, every time I leave with a load, so like my biggest fear is what happened to you. Is my biggest fear every time I leave the driveway. Every time I leave, because when you're loaded up with stuff, if you're stuck on the freeway, like there's so many things that go through your head. Like it doesn't have to be an older vehicle; it could be any vehicle. But I always tell people, they say, "Oh, how was your weekend?" I said, "I made it there and home safe. After that, it's fine. But in the beginning,
I know.
I'm nervous. When I went to Charlotte, I was a nervous wreck."
Well, that's why. Like, I think it's wise to take U-Hauls on those long trips. You know, I think that's the wisest thing.
But for me, it was an extra $300.
Yeah.
You know, and I only made 12. not counting the $300 it was to get in. So I would have made $600. So I was better off just staying local.
Now listen. No. That's the high schooler one. My other son, my 9-year-old, he's in baseball. They had a baseball game yesterday, and I tell you what, there's nothing. There's a great feeling you get watching your boy just get up there, everything he's learned, and smack that ball into the outfield. It's like you're not ready for it, but it's like, all right, come on, let's get a hit. And dude, he smacked it into the outfield. It was like, what? And then so his new thing, and then he struck out, and then he hit his last time. But he goes, "Dad, I'm hitting dingers now." I'm like, goodness. All right, don't get too cocky. Right?
At least he didn't say chicks dig the long ball.
Someone said that to him. I'm like, bro, don't be saying that. Yeah, that's the way to go. That is the way to go. All right, so let's see. We got a listing to take care of here.
I listed something yesterday, and I got 5 offers so far. And they're just a little. It seems like the market is where their offers are, but I don't want to go that low because I sold one. Oh, we gotta let them in.
Hey guys,
What's
y'all hear
going
me?
on?
Oh man, in Norfolk, Virginia today. Yeah, wait to hear when my dad can go in for surgery.
How long is the drive to get there from where you are?
Hour and a half, almost 2 hours, depending on traffic. So,
Did you guys say anything? Does anybody know where
No.
Eric is or no? Oh, okay.
yeah, so last night my dad at 2 a.m. fell in the bathroom and broke his hip. So let's just say I come by my size pretty natural. So I went in there to try to pick him up and realized that, nah, A, that ain't happening. B, his hip is broke. So, yeah, so we're up here. They sent us up here to do the surgery. So now they're running tests to make sure they can do it today. So he'll be laid up for a while.
Yeah.
So, good times.
I just saw your name, Hospital Camp.
Yeah, I saw that first.
Yeah, we're up here. Yeah, one of those things. But
I tell you, we are the brotherhood of ups and downs, man. Between
Well,
the
I
four of
heard.
us, we've had quite a an eventful
and
couple of
the
weeks.
other thing that people don't know, since last week, my car was done as well. Like, so Cernock, then me behind him. Like, so I went yesterday for my first Carvana buying experience, which was actually pretty interesting and quick. So, never
I-
seen the car vending machine. It was actually a pleasant experience, though. Like, you go, you have your stuff filled out, you drop the little coin in the machine, you show the guy your ID, and your car comes down to the bottom and sends it out. So, of course, now it's back to car payment land. But my car, that my local mechanic guy said that the timing chain was going. So that's a motor rebuild. So
Yeah.
it's like, well,
So did you drive the new car up to the hospital or not?
no, I drove my parents. Like, I'm here in the Mini. They have a Mini too, so because it's easier for my mom and dad. Like, they need more space. So I took a step down from the Mini for the first time in like 15 years. So I've got a Sorrento, which is the size under the minivan.
What's your new whip?
It's a Kia Sorrento. I figured I'd stick with the Kia theme since I put 260 on that one. I was like,
Right? Yeah.
if I can get 200,000 miles off this one, I'll be stoked.
Well, how many miles did it have on it?
It was right at 260.
No, it was a new one.
260. Oh, 30,000.
Oh,
Yeah. I feel like I'm driving a baby. Like, it's just
oh
been born.
wow.
Yeah.
You can, I don't know if you can see the chat, Eric. Tim, can you? Oh my God. Can you look at the chat, please, Tim?
Thank you so much, Jackie. Appreciate
Oh
you.
my God.
Thanks,
That is
Jackie.
so nice of you. Yes.
Appreciate
Thank you, Miss Rose.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I do appreciate all you
really nice.
guys being here
Yeah.
and seeing the. Yeah, Norfolk General for sure doing it wrong. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
So my mom and them, like, they checked my dad into emergency. Right now they're running a battery of tests, like, just to make sure he's cleared to have his surgery. The good news is he's in high spirits, literally high spirits right now, because they've been pumping him with pain meds. He's like one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
we appreciate all you.
And we are in Virginia, so there's a cloud floating out here outside the hospital.
We appreciate all you guys through our ups and downs, and if we have videos that come out or they don't come out in the next couple, just bear with us because we're all still. I'm going through some stuff I really haven't talked about. These guys know, but we'll talk about when Eric's going.
Yeah, so we'll get together. I mean, plans are now, like, obviously, I'm still on for the 100-mile at this point, barring some unexpected turn. My dad will be in probably in a assisted care for a little while, for sure, while he recuperates. So, yeah. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So who's there with you? Just you, your mom,
Just
and your
me
dad?
and my mom. Just
And
me
your
and my mom and dad. Yeah, like my sister teaches school, and so I told them, like, Dad is, other than the hip break, like, he's good. Like, it's not any kind. Last time I was up here with him, it was a different situation. We were in the heart side, not real sure what was going to happen there. In fact, at one point he told my mom, "This is it. Like, I'm out." And so this time around, like, that side of things are good. Like, he's good to go. It's just got to get his. I keep joking him about it. He's turning into the $6 million man. They're replacing him a part at a time. He has like a defibrillator, pacemaker. He's got this little mesh thing to keep blood clot from throwing to his heart. I was like, he already has a titanium rod in that same leg that broke the hip, which we're like, you probably would have broke your leg, but you have that rod in there. So it's like, nah, that ain't breaking, but your hip is the next thing. Yeah, good times. So, I keep joking him. I said, tell him to put a pump jack on that side, so if you fall again, you can just... My dad's a nut too, so like joking like that to him isn't harsh. He actually laughs. He's like, "Oh, don't make me laugh. I'm hurting." I will say this, man. There's a couple of studs that came last night. I'm looking at these little dudes that walked in, and I'm like, man, ain't no way they're getting him up off the floor, because my dad's 3 bills. Like, you're not getting it. Like, I looked at him when mom called me in there to help him. He's laid down on the floor, and I was like, dude, I might could get you up, but I'll be laid down there beside you if I do. And those guys come in. I was like, man, they're like, just push this chariot under when we get him up. And I'm looking at him like, you guys ain't getting him up, but they did. I was like, they picked him right on up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Well, Norfolk looks nice out there.
It's actually a beautiful day out here, man. Yeah.
Is it chilly down there? Because it's been chilly up here lately, man.
Dude, I bet it's probably in the 60s today here. It's pretty nice. Like, this hospital used to be a dump, I'll be honest, but they've done a lot of work here. It's nice. It's nice out here.
All right.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's crazy. On Saturday, it's going to be 64 degrees here, and then on Sunday, it's going to be 80.
Well, we live that life on the Outer Banks, man. It's like all 4 seasons in the same week. Happens sometimes. It's like, what? Yeah, like my wife always get in the morning. First thing she does is walk out on our porch. Like, what's the weather like before I get dressed?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things. But, yeah.
The weather is improving every day for 100 Mile. You guys
Dude,
know I'm a weather
hopefully
geek.
it's not the rain. Like, hopefully it's not the rain like last time, dude.
So it was rain was in the forecast, but now it's gone back down. So Wednesday, when Cernock and I get there, it'll be 81. Thursday will be 81. Friday and Saturday is going to be 77 and 75, and it says cloudiness with a chance of rain at 38%, and on Saturday, cloudy with occasional rain at 46%, which is down half of what it was the other day. So I think that system is dying, which is good.
That is good.
We should be okay.
It's pretty good.
Tank, Cernock, what have you not told us yet?
Somebody spilling the beans on me?
What?
Ket Daigle.
Oh, PT Cruiser.
I actually talked to Ken a little bit yesterday on the way home.
PT Cruiser for the win.
Celsius, if you're listening out there.
I've been drinking Celsius.
Yeah.
I can't.
I've been drinking
Celsius. He's an
I had-
Aldi man now.
Yeah.
If you guys know me, I'm usually the opposite of what everybody else does, but I've had probably about 7 Celsius in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm drinking the prickly pear right now. Prickly pear lime, Oasis.
I'm showing. Look, listen. I got garbage bags from the niche. Now listen. I usually don't get Dockers, but like when they're like literally brand new for the price I get. What do we got here? Oh, check this out. Little leather jacket, brand new without tags. You know, bam, bam. I picked this up on a whim because it was.
Dude, I had a couple yard sale stuff to show y'all today too, but dude, I got a big item because we talked about it was shipping show. Like know how you're gonna ship something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I got a big item just for fun because I wanted to learn how to ship it.
What is it?
It's a bike rack. It's
Oh,
a
it's
bike
not.
rack. Actually, I've got it in my mom's car because I had to run an errand the other day for them, and so I was using their car when I went to the thrift, and this is the only thing I left in here because I was like, you know what, I don't want to pick that up yet.
Nah, Kent, I got it because listen, this is like the stuff that the LSU basketball coach wears. Come on, that stuff's hot right now.
So I picked this up for $20. So you know how you ship it? You put a label on it.
Yeah, label right on it.
No paper required, Tim. No paper required with that one.
No plastic bag.
No plastic bag. No falling into the plastic bag.
Oh,
With custom made bubble wrap. Like you don't have to do that.
I'd have to put it in a plastic bag.
You just slap a label on that boy.
Listen, I've seen impact wrenches at the post office just with a label on it. The stuff I've seen with labels on it, I crack up.
I shipped a box of pistons the other day with a label on it. I just taped the box up good. I did put bubble wrap in and wrapped each piston and put it back in the box, but I was like, the box is better than anything I can come up with.
Oh, Eric, I forgot to tell you. Remember when we went? I think it was 127. When I got those shocks.
Yeah.
You were on the phone with Kevin. I saw those about last month. I sold them for 150. I think.
Has anyone ever found a Navy military jacket with the patches of the ship, etc. on it? I do well with old military stuff. I haven't found one with patches. Yeah, I've got a bunch of old military stuff. You sold those shocks? Did you just put a label on them?
No. I wrapped them up, put them in another box. No.
Plastic box or like? Did you wrap them up with flat rate padded envelopes, or did
No, I didn't. I didn't. I think I boxed in a box. For those.
Hey, I got somebody just showed up. So,
All right, take care, Eric.
all right, later.
See you, bud.
Bye.
Laters.
I might check in with y'all before you get off.
We'll be here.
All right.
Yes, guys. So we all have very good luck these days. Tim started off the train.
Right?
What's the Ace report?
He's good. He's pretty much back. He's drinking, eating.
We're back, boys. We're back.
Did you ever find out what he ate? Nothing yet, huh?
Nope.
Wow. So if most of you guys don't know, I gave hints of it last week. We got a eviction notice. I sublease, and my landlord got an eviction notice. So I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. It gives you a whole life. I got a lot more stuff than you guys think I do. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Did you have your appointment meeting today?
No, that was to go look at a place that he was looking at, but no, that's not until what, the next Wednesday? Next Wednesday or next Thursday? What's the date on that? That is Wednesday the 1st or 2nd. I don't know if I have to go or not. I'm still not sure what's going on with that whole thing. I don't know what's going on with Virginia, so I'm not sure yet.
I know. It's like all this stuff's happening. It's like, hey. Picked up some polo chukkas. Interesting.
I can't afford to know a better place. I really can't. Most of the places around here are about $1 a square foot. I got 900 square feet and I pay a quarter of that. So I don't know. I try not to talk about it. I'm not doing it out of my house or out of garages. So we will see.
We will see. All right. Let's hit these with a little. What's up, Kathleen? Bro, oh, Leroy, you missed Zubilee Zoo this morning.
Oh God, I remember Zubilee Zoo.
We played the whole intro.
Really?
All right. These are gonna need a little work, but Chukka, the suede Chukka boots are supposed to look a little nappy. Yeah, I just picked these up just to. Yo, who's stomping around in these?
Do not replay that song. Somebody said, Kat said, do not replay that song.
I don't think these have a. The hats? Oh, let's see. Let me see going on. Oh, they're cool. If you like the Broncos, where's Jimmy? Oh, nice. I wonder if they still sell these. I picked up a few of these. I did well with these like a couple of years ago. I'm wondering if they're still. I got another one too. I'm gonna wash them and everything like that. same size. That's a 3X. So, 2.6. Oh, nice. Good. Yeah, that's yeah. Let's look those up. FD3326. Do. Oh, yes. All right, cool. Let's go here. Let's save for later. Hey, there you go, right there for Leroy. All right, about $50. Perfect. Perfect. What else did I get? I got a hat.
That is true. That is very true.
Justin. Okay. All right, bam, got that. Leroy, do you like your new bins? Doyle was asking.
I love my new bins. I love my new bins. I might be working out of them. I might be living in them. I love my new bins, Doyle. Did you see the picture, Doyle? I showed everybody in the world. I could show you again. I did a setup in Charlotte with my new setup, and it was amazing. In case you guys didn't see, I will show again. Okay. So that is one view. That's another view. Another view. Another view. So that's my new bin setup. So I love it. Yes. Did you see that, Doyle? Was that too fast, or you need to see it again? Thank you, LaDonna. Thank you, Doyle. Yeah, that's something I'm proud of. So that's something to look forward to, I guess, right? You can't always be negative or think negative or.
So, little polo piece. Picked up. Ralph Lauren hit on there. What we got? Oh, I got something for you. Look at this old hat.
Oh, look at that, huh? That's a. I always quote. What's the name of that? The guy from. Dang it. Who's the guy from Fat Albert?
Yes.
He had those hats too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that is a Fat Albert hat all day.
It's older,
That's cool.
probably 70s, early
That's
80s,
cool.
maybe.
I like.
So
Send me an Instagram price on that.
that's what we call it. Just send me your address.
I was hoping to give you your. I still got your stupid paper shredder here. I was hoping to give it to you when I go up to Tennessee. I mean, thing.
We got little kids like Raw is War. We got John Cena, Rey Mysterio, and Batista, I think. Huh. The back of says Raw. That's it. What else we got in here? Oh. Now the problem is, it's not a problem. See, what I'm thinking about next time for the Vintage Fest, I'll tell you what really worked. I tell you what really worked. So everybody had just clothing. Okay? Just racks and racks and racks of t-shirts. Okay? Now, the thing about it is, if you just have, you go to the next booth, just nothing but t-shirts. Go to the next booth. After 3 or 4 booths, it's kind of like, all right, I've seen everything that, like, I've seen enough t-shirts to last me forever. But, like, remember, I took something out of your book. Remember when you said you set up at the flea market down in Charlotte? You had different stuff that no one, not a lot of people had.
Yeah.
That's the thing, dude. Accessories, belts, bags, things like that. Nobody else had that stuff.
How'd you do? Okay selling it?
Yeah, I know.
Besides giving it away.
I crushed it.
Mhm.
I like so. I mean, I had a whole box of remember when I got that slice 3-stripe trucker hat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, along with that, there was a guy that was at that worked for Pepsi for 30 years. Okay. Well, I had this box full of these keychains, air fresheners, and a lot of it was Mountain Dew stuff. Yo, those kids went bukus over the Mountain Dew stuff. I had these little Mountain Dew air fresheners, and they were like, "What do you want for these? $5?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." So I was selling these little air fresheners like $5 a piece, and bags and belts, and just stuff that nobody had. I didn't take any hats. Didn't take any hats because hats really don't at that one. Hats just don't move. But I had stuff that just like little tchotchkes too, lighters, little toys, little bit of they loved it. So that's why we picked up the fanny pack.
So Sonak, how did they like the bags, and were they still able to sell them even though you got their link?
No, okay. So what happened was I gave most of that stuff to the dude that came and helped me out to jumpstart me. I gave him that stuff, and he took that down there. So they did well with them. They were nothing but happy. Nothing but happy with all that stuff.
So when you came in with an 80-foot U-Haul, they just found a spot for you. Did it make any problems for you?
So the main lady was, she was like, "Wait, you're still coming?" And I'm like, yeah, hold a spot for me. I'm on my way. When I decided like I'm going, and she's like, okay, like, and when I got there, I kind of figured out like they really didn't have a spot for me because I got there, at noon and so
They put
what I did,
Sunak out in the parking lot.
what I did was, and she's like, you know what? Go for it. I literally like drove in the middle of everything, parked it right in the middle, and just went, let's go. I hit it pretty good because there was a main there, like, to get down there, there's two ways you can get down there. You can go like take a road all the way down over around, or there's a walking path that goes all like switchbacks all the way down to it. Dude, I parked right in front of that walking path right there. I'm like, boom, right there. So when everyone was coming, I was like the first one they would hit. So
Love it.
even though I was a little bit late, I was 2 hours late, it still worked out.
That's fun.
I don't think I have the waist for this to fit me.
Oh,
it goes like this. Oh, I got it.
I wish these people would stop lowballing me and just buy this stupid thing.
No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna fit. Maybe I'll just do it like the just carry it around like this. Oh, that's dude, this is too small. I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck. Oh, right there. I'm stuck by my fanny pack. But yeah, like stuff like this. That's why I picked it up. I'm like, yeah, that'll sell. And then you know what also sold a lot of when I got to kind of explain it, like when like everything was slow, like slowed down and I got to explain it. Oh, you know what? I should get my I'll show you some pictures of it too. I didn't take many pictures, but because I wasn't.
Yeah, don't you love that?
All right, here is this. I'm at the very bottom right here because I got put on at the last minute. Right there. There was the open road in the Envoy. This is where my engine failed. So literally, like I drove it all the way down here to Cumberland. And then we have the U-Haul going through Cumberland, Maryland. And there's me set up right there. See, that's all that's like, but that's, oh, so this is how I guess my stuff is out of sync. This is how I first set it up, like this. Just had the clothing over here, had the just full tables full of stuff, bags all over the ground, skateboards underneath here. Like I said, this stuff did way better. I mean, like, look, I at the beginning, I was swarmed with people.
Oh yeah, you pull up in a U-Haul, they think you're a rookie. It's amazing. Listen, sometimes your best strategy is to pull up in a U-Haul. Don't let it fool you, baby. Oh yeah.
And then there's some of the stuff I did for them, right there.
Dude, when I go to my flea market, my honey hole, when somebody pulls up in a U-Haul, dude, you beeline.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, and then when it got sunny, so it was great weather. The only problem was it was sunny and windy. So you had to be kind of cautious of where your stuff was at No, listen. Oh, yeah, top it off all. U-Haul tried to say that I had a hole in one of the tires when I sent it back. And yeah, like, oh, you must have hit something. I'm like, bro, I didn't hit anything. I was like, and they could never, because I called them up because there was like $180 charge. The guy was like, well, I could have charged you $400 for the tire. I'm like,
You better shut up.
And I was like, well, was it flat? And he didn't answer it. So he got really defensive, like, well, if you don't like it, you can call U-Haul's customer service, and he just kept on saying that. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to ask a question. What was, like, blah, blah, blah. You can just call. So I called U-Haul. The guy was really nice. And I said, listen, if you got videos, if you got anything like that, like from the U-Haul spot, go look. I walk around the vehicle. I'm taking photos. I have photos. The photos I see. And then the guy goes, well, I'm looking at the photos that they submitted for the claim. He goes, I can't even tell if this tire was on that vehicle or not. So it's like, I'm like, okay. So then he said, all right, we're going to put in a claim. You should be here in the next 1 to 3 days from our, like, the regional guy in that area. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, yeah, like, you let them know, like, So literally like an hour later, the dude calls me and he goes, hey, you've been refunded completely for the tire and everything like that. We're just going to take care of it. And I said, can I ask you a question? What? He goes, let me just stop you right there. We're going to take care of it for you. And there's nothing that you need to do. I was like, all right, well, you have a nice day. So I'm wondering if that's some kind of like, hey,
Oh yeah, sometimes it is. Yes,
this
yes.
dude's out of town. He was blah blah blah. Like think about
That's
every
what they
10
do.
times.
Yeah. Yeah, they do that kind of stuff.
Because it was weird because I had gotten the finalized like invoice notice that everything was checked in, everything was good. And then like 2 hours later, that tire thing came. And I'm like, whoa. How'd you like close it all out? And then it's like, oh, here we go. Yep. Yeah. So just a note, if you do U-Hauls or anything like that, take pictures. Take pictures of it. I'm not saying that they're going to try it on you, but dude, luckily I had pictures, and that's when I told the guy, I'm like, oh, I have my own pictures. He's like, oh, do you? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, because I took like a 3/4 shot of it, and you can see the tire right there. That I'm like, tell me where that is on that tire. So, yeah. Oh, I didn't show y'all this. I made a jacket for the lady that was throwing the whole thing. And I said, listen, you can put this up in your store. You can bring it out to your events next time. And she was very excited.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. We'll make sure that Eric sees that and gets that.
Absolutely. So that's the front. So I bought this pair of jeans that had all these like hippie, like now some of them are new, some of them are older, but they had all like the hippie patches on them, and they weren't put on very well. So I just you could just like rip them off, And so what I did was now was this the reason this is the reason I cursed myself, because I stayed up literally like till like 3 o'clock in the morning, finished this the night before. And then here's the back.
The back is so sick.
Yeah. So, so this right here is the transfer right here, and then all these are the patches all over it. So, and then that's the front. So I didn't go too crazy, but I think it was like cool enough where it's like, hey, and they really liked it. So it was good. It was good.
Excuse me. Ugh.
I got one more thing to show you. I didn't even get a chance to show y'all. Now Jeremy did feel bad for me, so he found a shirt for me. I thought this one was kind of cool. Houston firefighters on the old Stedman tag. It's got it's like a jersey almost. I thought it was really cool. But did I show you the? No, I don't think so. So I hit a lick of skateboard tees. And these are all from like the late 90s, probably all late 90s.
Bro, that brought me, when you sent that I had that shirt.
Right?
Authentic had that shirt too, yeah. Shorty's was the jam, bro.
Little Jinko action. Look at that graphic.
Now, which one of those you think sells for the most money? The Jenko?
No.
Or the Zero t-shirt?
I'll show you, yeah.
That's a Zero shirt, right? The skull?
Yeah. Little made in the USA action on the Jinko. OG classics. What else we got? Oh, got a little early, 2000 Jimi Hendrix. You can see the 2000 right there. This one right here. This one is
Toy Machine.
Toy Machine. That's the crazy thing about these. These are like classic logo. Like like this is classic. This is their. Yeah. This isn't like a. This isn't.
What was the guy's name who owned Toy Machine? He was a skater. His name was Ed. What was his last name? Machine Ed Templeton.
Yes, I got a little Echo Electra. This one's kind of cool. Not too crazy, but this one was cool.
I mean, almost all Jinko is vintage.
Tim, do you remember?
Right?
I think this one might be the one. I think. Let's see. Oh no! What? I'll show you this one. Well, Little World Industries.
Yeah, those do really well too. Wet Willie and I forget.
Here's another Jinko. Made in the USA.
Like I would rock the. I would wear like that would be something that'd be hard for me if I found not to wear like the shorties or the Toy Machine, especially the Zero t-shirt, because like that stuff it's like it's like the stuff that's Zero right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the iconic shirt right here.
Bruh, that was one of the best skate videos I ever watched was that Zero video. Oh my God. It was so ahead of its time. Like, I don't think
See, I
people
used to.
realize back in the day, like like it's crazy to me because like when I grew up right in the time period before like the internet and YouTube, right? So like two things that I grew up in, like hardcore, right? Rap and skateboarding, right? Completely if the YouTube and like Instagram and all that would have been around like when I was growing up with like rap and skateboarding, like you used to have to wait for a VHS
Yeah,
tape
to come
to
out.
watch skate videos.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, like with rap, it was like nobody had a music video.
No, you had to
Because
wait for the
you
mixtape.
couldn't make a music video like how you could now. Like, what were you gonna do? How were you gonna put it out? Like, YouTube changed so much in sports, music, and you know, in general. Because think about it now, like, you know how difficult it was for like a coach in California to find out about a kid in Maryland playing football. Like, you had to like put together like a VHS like real mixtape and send it to him. Now it's like you just get on the computer and you go on YouTube. Same thing with music videos. Same thing with skateboarding. Like there's skateboarding videos out. You just put on an Instagram reel. Like it's crazy to me. Like so. Like for me, like that Zero shirt was so like. I used to have the Zero spell out shirt with the backwards Z. Like I mean, all like I was really big into skateboarding. So like. That sort of stuff is so nostalgic to me. It's like whenever you hear Cernak talk about like that, like late 90s, early 2000s underground hip hop t-shirts that he wish he had, like Ruckus and all that sort of stuff. Like that's how I am with stuff like that too. Like it's just like, it's crazy.
Now, you know what the fun thing is? Hold on, let me show you something. Open a new window. Do you remember this? All right, I'm gonna show you, and then you're gonna stop this one. Stop that one. Present.
Oh my God, what was the name of the skateboard magazine? CCS.
CCS magazine.
Just brought this back, bro. Element, that's an Element t-shirt right there in the middle. Dude,
Yeah,
Birdhouse stuff sells for crazy money too,
I
right?
know. I'm like, whoa, where's all the Birdhouse stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Birdhouse was Tony Hawk's company. Dude.
Like, doesn't that bring you back?
Yeah, man. The CCS catalogs, dude. If I had some of my old school skate shoes, Eric Costin used to have the sickest skate shoes. And the old school DC with the big DC logo on the side, not the Rob Deerbacks, they were whose shoes were those? They went to Danny Ways. I can't remember who they were. Dude, Kareem Campbell action shoes? Bruh, if you ever found a pair of those or Guy Mariano's, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah. If you ever want to Spitfire, listen, hookups, you find any hookup stuff, that stuff is good. Think this right here, like down here, think this, so that's something, you may not run into it much, but if you do, you don't want to leave them.
No.
All right, so here. All right, so I have a few more.
I want to show you guys something.
Blind.
He's still looking.
Blind skateboards right there.
Oh, yep. Josh Casper was a good skater for blind back in the day.
This is the one I think that's probably worth the most. Now it's beat up a little bit, but that's okay.
Oh my God. That is the most truest thing you've ever said, Kevin, and you say a lot of true things, but Rob Deerdack is definitely Kevin's doppelganger.
All right, there's the tag, shorties.
We used to watch that video.
Chad
Muska tee, bro. Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on, bro. So Yeah.
Hey, Tim. So we used to hang out with this guy. This guy gave my brother this shirt, and he had it signed, and my mother threw it away. Wait till you see. Ready? Watch this. We used to hang out with Fred Smith. He had a skate
Oh,
park.
wow.
He had a skate park the next town over from us in Providence. Like I've been with him. Like I hung out with him when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They were big druggies. They were big druggies. But Fred Smith, he was a crazy son of a gun. I don't even know if he's still alive.
Bro, some of the
But my
Chad
brother,
Muska stuff goes for crazy money. The one, with the silhouette Muska.
Uh-huh.
Look at this.
But yeah, I can't even find that Muska shirt. Like,
Look at this one.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that one's like $200 shirt all day.
Crazy.
So I had a dude, he said, hey, how much for all the shirts? And I was like, I'm going to give you a deal. I'm going to give you a deal of deals. $400. You take it all. Now, he has a vintage shop in West Virginia, like Fayetteville, West Virginia. And he just started adding skate stuff in it, like, half vintage, half skate shop. So it's like, if you were doing that, wouldn't those shirts be cool for $400 to like hang up?
Absolutely. I mean, like you have to. I mean, like I know you see how excited I get about that sort of stuff. Like I would think that people that actually have the money to spend on vintage, like I'm not saying I do, but people my age with like, who don't have like, battered past and went to have a good home and went to college and all that stuff, they have money to spend on things like that. So yeah, I would think that would be something that you would want to display or sell.
He came back and like, oh, can we do like 200? I'm like, bro, I can sell one shirt, that Muska shirt, for 200. Like, nah. So the deal fell through. So I'm like, nah. I gave you a great deal, like $50 a shirt. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's pretty good.
hey Tim, so this was the skate park, and I've skated that double hip right here. Watch this. I've skated that ramp right there. Back when I was a kid, the big ramp right here that they're up on top of. Chris
the
used to
12.
skate that.
Oh, that's the mini ramp, not the 12. Not the vert, not the 12. The 12-foot vert.
The one that they're on top of is the 12-foot vert. My brother Chris used to skate that all the time. I used to skate the little hip there.
So you think you can get on a skateboard right now, Leroy?
Oh no, I'll die. Once in a while, when I go to my brother's, I'll try to do a kickflip, but I'm very careful because I don't want to get hurt. My brother still skates, and he's 50 years old. Listen, guys, there's a lot more behind this guy than you ever want to realize. Get this out of here.
Oh, here you go. Check this out. There's your boy.
Is this you, Tim?
Yeah, this is me. Look at that. Look at that.
I
And
I would break my hip if I tried doing that.
the other one, Tim, did you ever hear of Kevin Robinson? He was a BMX rider.
Mm-mm.
He was in the X Games and everything. He was a good friend of mine. I went to high school with him. He was a year before me, and he was in the first X Games. He got X Game trophies, and then he died at like I don't know what.
Damn.
But he still has a skate park in East Providence. They built a skate park for him.
They don't do the X Games anymore, do they?
They switched it to gravity, and then they still do it, but I don't know if they do summer. They do winter.
Man, the X Games were huge.
Dude, the first X Games was in Providence, Rhode Island. I used to volunteer. I volunteered for the street luge, and the guy that I volunteered for, the one that I used to have to ride, I shuttled him up in a U-Haul. We used to have shuttle him back up College Hill, and he won the whole thing. And dude, oh my God, yeah, no. See, you got me into the goodness gracious. Hopefully Molly's not watching because I'm not working at all. Yep, Thrasher magazines. Yep.
Dude, back in my skateboarding days, though, I was like crushing, dude. I was whoosh, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I was just killing it. Dropping in from the ramp, hitting the little 360 ollie to nose grind, you know? So.
Where's Kent when we need him?
So, were we talking about wigs the other day?
Yeah.
I found a few. I just picked them up because I just threw them in the $2 box and I was like, all right, we're just throwing these in there. So, bro, yeah, dude, I'm gonna drive like this in the PT Cruiser. Like, get out of my way, PT Cruiser's coming through. Let's see if that's the best wig.
Dan said, I like to think that there's someone who's going to pop in now, see Cernock like this, and never return, only to have this image in their mind if that's how he actually is. Kevin says, bring that. I'm wearing it to yard sale, so I don't have to give away stickers. Nobody will know it's me.
Right, dude? Like, listen, like, I just got my hair done. Look at that.
No,
I'm ready to walk into the bank and get a loan. You know what I'm saying?
You can't wear the yellow. You can't wear the yellow one, because you'll look like that other guy. And
Right?
we don't want that. We do not want that.
And then there's a bunch of gray wigs too.
Kevin, we don't want you to look like the other one. So yeah, so Fred Smith is still alive, and now he is a tattoo artist in Providence. And I think I knew that. Because Chris had told me that. Because my buddy that I went to school with, Chris and gosh, what's the other kid's name? I haven't talked to these guys in years, but they tattoo as well. So I think Chris, my brother, has mentioned that.
Let's see what this one looks like, bro. I'm ready for a little. I need it longer in the back, maybe like a little braid. I'm ready to sign a Declaration of Independence right now, bro. Shoot.
You do kind of have a Ben Franklin looking for it going on.
We got the little in the back, you know what I'm saying? Area.
Like I could just picture like somebody like getting like a slow motion pan of me and Cernak getting out the car at the 100-mile yard sale. I'm wearing like overalls and Cernak's got on a wig and it's like slow motion.
See, this is the old lady one. Oh, no, I don't know. It's got a little Dick Van Dyke look to it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of matches my beard too. You know? Shoot. Yeah, we'll look into the mission like that. Yeah. So yeah, I saw those. I'm like, you know what? Let's pick them up.
Tim, last picture. You guys got me all excited now. So Tim, look at this. Look at that. This is Fred Smith back in the day, doing a grind.
Dude, that's so old school, like Thrasher
Yes.
magazine, like vibe.
Yes. Yep.
Crazy. We're gonna get Leroy on a skateboard.
No. Like I said, once in a while when I go to Chris's, I'll try to do a kickflip or something. But my nephew still skate, and my brother still surfs too. I used to snowboard, skate. I wasn't good at surfing.
All right.
Kevin, what? I'm sure you used to skateboard. What is your? But you were
can't
probably
skateboard
more
on
like
a
a
dirt road.
pool skater.
How do you skateboard on a dirt road?
Well, back in the day when he was out in Cali,
Oh, maybe, yeah, that's true.
but he
That's
probably
true.
was like a pool skater.
Oh, Sonic left. He said no. He was a baseball player. That's right.
It's hard. I mean, that had to be hard not to skate out there, though. Like, I think of Kevin, I think of like Encino Man. That's such a great movie.
I'm back. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Oh.
See, I did everything when I was a kid. Like we were such outdoor kids. Like we played basketball, baseball, football. We skateboarded. I mean, you name it, we was out there. Jock Kevin used to beat up skateboarders. DC used to be a crazy skateboard scene. Crazy.
Oh yeah, I bet.
But a lot of those places got torn down or rebuilt, and just then they started designing like buildings like so that you couldn't skate them. So whack.
So at the mission, they have these $2 boxes. Bro, who needs the piggyback Port O'Dolly?
You need that for the flea market, man.
Right? Look, as seen on TV. Look how old that looks.
Yeah, what TV was that?
I know, right? It doesn't have a date on it or anything like that. But I'm like, yo, let's get some goods. Oh, and you know what is selling at this other girl's booth? And it's funny. It's like, I'm telling you, like next time I do this, I think I'm gonna like totally revamp like my entire, or not like just the things to take to the Vintage Fest. Women's stuff is killing it. Women's stuff kills it. Because a lot of the booths don't cater to women. And dude, it was probably 60% women and females out there. Here's this one girl I was talking to. She had some stuff, and I'm like, "Are those selling?" She's like, "I've got one set left. I've had like 20 sets, and they're almost all gone." I'm like, "What?" Salt and pepper shakers. So I'm like, yo, I saw these. I'm like, yo, I'm picking these up.
Dude, did
Why
you see
not?
Dave's last video? He bought like 30 sets of them. For
I'm not
$2
gonna go all
a piece.
crazy, but like cute stuff like this.
Yeah. Dave was at a flea market, and this lady had 3 huge bins of them, and they were all nice like that. And Dave bought a crap load of them, and all ceramic.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think it. Now the one thing I'm gonna have to do between now and then is find someone that wants to like vend with me. That's a female.
I wish I could get Authentic's girl to do that, man. She has closets of that stuff.
Yeah.
Closets of it. Like all that like boho chic vintage women stuff.
That stuff
Like
was
the layers and things like that.
That stuff was killing it, bro. There.
Ace is doing much better this week. Much better this week. List.
Yeah.
Yes. I have been listening this whole time, Kent.
Yeah, me too.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I'm walking around. And yeah,
That's why we lost people, because we're not listing.
No. I think that's why we lost people, because we were listing.
Well, we don't have a show later, so we'll be able to catch up then.
Yeah, I've been editing a video. I got a live at 3:30.
Live on Whatnot?
Yeah.
well, I had 5 listings done, and then I started telling my story of the West Virginia mishap story.
Story or stories? You might have to
Stories, yeah. You're right. Stories. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Yes. You want it for $30? Yes. Take it. Take it. Yes. Bye.
Nice. Take it, please.
Where? That card still for safety boots, signs. 12. Okay.
All right.
Kevin said, how did knickknacks go, Tim?
This last weekend was kind of rough. I did 2 themed shows. I mean, rough in aspect of I thought it was going to go a lot better. I did a teapot, teacup sort of theme. But which was okay. I did about like $100 in a half hour. But I thought I was going to sell a lot more. It was interesting because on those sort of trains, sometimes like if it's like a weekly train, like I understand like other people going live, but like on a train like that, like when because people put a lot of work into organizing those trains and the sellers curating their sales specifically for those trains. For some reason, during that train, people decided that they wanted to go live at the same time, which kind of like, like split up the audience. But and then the next day I did all vintage linens, and that did not go very well. I thought it was going to be a lot better, but I sold a bunch of stuff, and because I went through all those, and that's the other thing too. 30 minutes is tough. You're so right. Sue was there. She was there for both of the shows. It is kind of tough, especially for me because like I like to like talk through the items, and so but going through all those vintage linens is how I found those French napkins and placemats, and I sold those for $100. I would have never known that. So like that was kind of like worth it for me, and I have fun doing that stuff anyways, and like I'm just trying to move as much inventory as possible. So it was good. It just the glass ones seem to do a lot better. And there's a site, there's a marketplace sponsored one this weekend, which I assume is going to probably be really good. But yeah, the glass one seems to be doing a lot better. The themed ones, it's like hit or miss because like you attract in the buyers that really want that stuff, but you're also banking on all of those people that really want that stuff to be there all at the same time, which is kind of difficult. But I'm always throwing stuff at the wall, man. That's the fun part of reselling for me. You just never know. I will tell you guys, for those of you that missed it earlier, I sold an item on Macari. First of all, I sold one item and then the person canceled, which was whack. Like a day after, like right before I was getting ready to ship it. Have you ever heard of this before, Cernock? These things.
Bakugan, yeah.
Yeah. These things can sell for crazy money. This is a Series 1. I got it for like $2 at the flea market.
Yeah.
It's got tons of watchers on it right now. But somebody bought it on Macari and then canceled it. But then I sold a hat on Macari that has been listed for a long time, and it sold, and I wasn't charged any fees. Because I know a lot of people were talking about how you only get charged on the stuff that you listed after a certain point. I did not get charged any fees on this item, and it's been listed for months. And do you know how hard it is to sell items that have been listed for more than like 3 weeks on Macari? It's almost impossible.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got all those listings done. Have you? Is your stream showing up yet? There's been so many damn lives on there. It's hard to. I haven't been able to see it yet.
All right. Yeah, Baki got. Oh, I have tons of. Now here's the thing: if you're at flea markets, or not flea markets, but like garage sales, and you see a whole bunch of those Bakuguns, if you can get them for a good price, pick them up because you can lot all that stuff up. Same thing with what are those things called? Beyblades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about that before.
If you find a bunch of if you find like the older metal Beyblades, some of those can be worth some money. But again, if you find a whole bunch and you pick it up for like a whole bunch for like $5, you'll do well. You will do well. Let's see. No. Yeah. Oh. What? Okay.
Kevin, if yours is up, share. Can you share the live stream? Send it to me on Instagram so that I can start looking at what you've uploaded already. I will be live on Dibbed It this Friday.
Listed. Done. All right.
Okay. Oh, Kevin, you're slacking, bud. Yes, Kevin's going to be live also selling wrestling cards on Friday.
Huh. I'm going to look at something.
What are you going to look at?
I was looking at my drafts and I saw something that I was like, ooh. So check this out. I had 2 pairs of boots, same brand, same style, both used, both in really good condition. One was a size 13 and one was a size 14. Okay? The guy that bought the size 13, I swear I sent him the 14. Because I had this was already it was still in my it's still in my drafts. I haven't even listed it yet. The size 14. But I had them on the shelf, like by me. So when I sold them, something in my brain was like, oh, it's those right there. And I sold them, shipped them out, and they haven't said anything.
How long has it been?
It's been a while.
Did you check and see the other size boots?
Yeah, it's a 13.
No, so do you have the 13s at your house?
Yes, I do.
And the ones you sold him were listed as 13, but they were 14s.
They were actually 14s. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah. So that was March 16th. So it's been way over a month.
Well, then you don't have anything to worry about.
Yes, I'm gonna reach out and ask him. Yes, yes, Ken. That's what I was thinking. Maybe what I was thinking, Kat, was dude just threw them on and go, "Oh man, these are amazing,"
Yeah.
and didn't even think about it.
What are the odds that I sold one item that I had to split up twice? I think I mentioned this last week. And I forgot to tell the guy that I was splitting it up in two separate shipments. But eBay shows that it was two separate shipments on their thing. Like it says multiple shipments. And then they both delivered on the same day at the same time.
Huh.
Well, did you hear that there was a glitch in the system apparently where on eBay for like a day where they were mixing up addresses to orders?
No.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh yeah.
I've had that happen.
Like there's no way you would know. Like they just if you printed the label, it might have given you the wrong address.
No.
People are losing their minds. Kent Daigle says not true.
That sounds like some rock star flipper type.
Who knows? Maybe.
Listen, I've learned the best stuff from him. So I wish you would stop talking about people that actually teach me. Okay? Why do you think I'm such a great reseller?
Not because of Rockstar Flipper.
I used to be a member of his channel. I was.
Hashtag guru alert. Bruh, I feel bad if anybody actually ever paid that man money to list their items for him, for them. What an idiot.
Wait, to list your items? Was he listing your items, Leroy?
Congratulations to High Plains Flipper. Today is a 1-year anniversary from their first sale on eBay. I want to thank you all for all your videos that have helped me, and I love the reselling community. Let's go, High Plains Flipper.
Boom, boom.
He never listed anything for me, but I would be sitting here straight lying to you if I said I never gave him super chats.
I never really watched him, so I got
fortunate. Before you guys, there wasn't many people to watch. Before all you guys,
Leroy, it's all right.
It was Lindy Glynn. It was him. It was some other names I won't mention.
I have a joke, but I'll say that off air. I'll say that after we're done. All right. All right. What do we go next? Oh, bro. You know what? We got 5 minutes left in the show. U-Haul boxes.
Kevin, that was the first person I ever found, to be honest. This is how far back when she was selling jeans, Kevin. You know.
So, all right. So I'm gonna put you on something. So we got these guys around here. They like to say that they're hitting the bando. Okay. So what a bando is like basically like an abandoned house out in the woods, and and they'll go they'll go inside these abandoned houses to look for clothing and stuff. And so they pulled out there. So this one dude, the dude that helped me, he does, the bando house. Yeah, bando house. That's what they call it. So I say, well, do you ever pull any like boots out of these bando houses? They're like, yeah, but I really don't mess with the boots. I said, bro, make a pile for me. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll trade, So he was like, well, I'll bring, Jeremy brought me a pair. And he goes, bro, this is what we're talking about. This is what the condition are. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So, it's like It's like, hey, this is a Vendoo boot. That's what they call it, the Vendoo boot. No, yeah, squatters. Yeah, well, listen, they do that. I don't do that. But yeah, so they pulled out this, they're like, this is what we're talking about. I'm like, this is perfect. This is what I want to do. So I started working on the other one. And I said, hey, you know what I'm saying? I can get it looking decent. Now, I've got to do some more work because it's, like this side is all like, but, getting it down. I think I'm going to put a little bit of like that. They have like this a black epoxy. So again, Vendoo boots. Yes, they were sanitized. I hit them with a little Dawn dish spray. I don't listen. I don't know how they do those Vendoos like that. Because I've seen some stuff. I'm like, I've seen entire like 2-story floors just have a hole in the floor. It's like, that's sketchy. That's sketchy. So, want to give y'all a new vocabulary term. Vendoo. That's the new. That's all the rage. Now the thing is, you can hit Vendoos on the other side of the mountain over here, but I ain't going to do that.
Bandos or banjos?
Vendoo.
And banjos.
Yeah, I mean Vendoo and banjos, bro. I'll run into those twin the twin guys. Paul ain't here right now. Like, all right, we out of here, bro. We out of here. We're listen. I'm a little bit of country. That stuff out there is a whole lot of country. All right.
Are we doing overtime?
No, we're gonna end it soon. Just wait. You just wait. Whoa. Online education. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining us. We're going to leave y'all with this.
Everyone in. Come along with us to Zoobly Zoo. Zoobly Zoo. Magic and wonder are waiting for you. It's as close as a dream and as bright as the brightest blue. Welcome to Zoobly Zoo. Let us introduce the Zoobos to you. I'm Mayor Ben. I'm here to lend a helping hand. I'm Bill.
I told you he would go.
There's daring and adventure when lookout comes to call.
And a kangaroo named Wonder who puts music to it all.
My name is Vendoo. Just color me fun, and you will shout bravo once the show has begun.
Everyone, spread the news. There'll be so much to see and do. Just think on you.
When you're in Zoobly, 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 magic and wonder are waiting for you. So come on with us now, we can discover the wonder of you. Welcome to Zoobly Zoo.